Alright then, let's get started. So let's see, we're working on a project. And wait, what? God damn it, I already messed up. No, of course I will mess it up right out of the gate. Why didn't I set this up from the start? How the hell did I not notice this? Anyhow, that should be working correctly, hopefully. Anyhow, oh, there we go. That's much better. Much better. Perfect. Anyhow, I am Rexer in Craftwork. I hope that everybody's have a good day. And today, yeah, this is my first stream. Everybody get cozy. And I'm just gonna be working on some parts. Or rather, working on designing a mech for a friend. And yeah. Here we go. Alright then. First thing, change the layer. There we go. That one's selected. Rectangle. 0, 0. There we go. Enter. Alright then. 11 per 8.5. So the paper is almost set up. Okay then. Rectangle 0.0. Alright. 8. Let's see if that worked. Doesn't look like it did. Alright, that's fine. I'll do it this way then. Alright then, 1/8. Copy that line. Rotate it. Move here. go. That's one endpoint. That's the other one. This one has to be a 1/4 of an inch, just to be on the safe side. Select those control points, move it there. Alright, then there we go. Alright, so this paper has been set up. Alright, selecting default 2, locking this one. This is no longer gonna be touched by anything else. Actually, I should bring in the image layout. Alright then, since my coworker likes German Shepherds, I'm just gonna be designing a mecha German Shepherd. Alright then, so we have that. What's gonna be the difference in comparison to what I've already made? You know what? Doesn't really matter that much. Alright then, so we have the image. We're going to lock it. Let me see if this... Oh yeah, that works perfectly. Alright then. So now, just gonna make a line. 3 millimeters. Now a circle. Alright then, that's gonna serve as the blueprint for the joints. Alright, let's see. This image might be a bit too big. Actually, I should set up another one. Hold up. At least for the thigh section. Yeah, for the crotch section, it should be at least 5 millimeters is probably too much. I'll work it out eventually. Yeah, actually, yeah, 5 millimeters, it's a bit too much. 4 millimeters should work. Okay, that looks much better. This image, on the other hand, might be a bit too big for what we need. Let's see. Alright, so we have more or less curve like that. More or less like that. Alright, this is manageable. Alright then, let's start with at least the joints over here. I'm not very sure what I'm doing here specifically for this, but no, not quite there. Not quite there either, but you know what? Yeah, that should do it. Alright, another circle. This one can be yay big. Okay, you know what? Yeah, this image is a bit too big. Let's oh shit, how did I... Oh, never mind. Shift. It should be that much of a difference. Alright. Select this again. Lock it in place. And we just move this here. And yeah, that actually looks somewhat better. but still not quite. This one feels a bit weird. Alright then. Since we have that base, let's just... Okay, that's actually funny. It landed perfectly. And this one should be there. Alright then. Alright, now we can more or less try to get some... Let's see... This one somehow fits nicely there. Everything here is subject to change. I shouldn't worry too much about it. Okay, there we go. There we go. Alright then. Oh, hi Annie. How you doing? Anyhow, let's see. That joint may not be correct. You know what? Forget it. We ball. There we go. This one's straight. This might be a bit too much detail for this. Anyhow, doesn't really matter that much for what we need. There we go. More or less like that. That should somewhat work. Oh, nice. You're done with one of your... Wait, it's the Japanese classes, right? Anyhow, this should be working. Alright, this is... All of this is gonna be subject to change. The back flags do change somewhat. One step at a time. Well then, I wish you good luck with your classes. Alright, this should work for now. Okay. Copy. Move over here. Okay, I am probably gonna have to look up a little bit more anatomy just to make this work. Okay, what are you working on? Share with the class. What the heck? Give me the freaking center. Alright, there we go. Alright. We got the front leg sorta set up. And now... Oh, there's another joint here I didn't account for. Shit. It's fine. I keep Alright. Copy. There we go. Alright, this is gonna have to change slightly. And for some reason this just doesn't feel right. Scale this down a notch a little bit. Somewhat here. Alright, then that should go there. There's a tiny bit of a joint there. I see what's going on. Speed animation? Nice. Yeah, this doesn't look right for some reason. Okay, you know what? Screw it. It doesn't have to be a one-to-one. It really doesn't need to be a one-to-one. Just make it work, and that's all we need. That's all we need. Just make it work. We can add a slight curve, perhaps. Okay, that control point is getting in the way. Alright, get rid of that one. This one we need to move. And there, that should... Okay. God damn it, this is actually gonna have to change once more. Little bit there, that should do it. Alright then, let's... No, not. Give me the center. Why is it giving me... Okay. There, that should do it. Okay, this is gonna change a little bit more. Alright, this time it should work. Hold up, let me get rid of that for a minute. Oh shit, what the f... Yo?
What's up?
Wait, what?
I just finished when the lesson that I was talking about. I just set aside to crash the stream for a little bit because
You're boring, got nothing more to do.
no, I don't want to immediately get back into another lesson because that's another 5 hours. So I'm taking a slight little break. I figured since you're doing like artistic stuff as well, I was like, you know what, might as well keep in company a little bit.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Though honestly, I wasn't expecting anyone.
Well, to be fair, you barely promoted it.
True.
I don't know if you realize or not, you're still invisible on Discord, so nobody even knows you're online.
Wait, what do you mean I'm invisible?
On Discord, you have your status set to invisible.
What?
Yeah. The only reason I knew you were online is because I got a notification off of you on Twitter.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's the reason. Like nobody. Okay, that's interesting. Good to know.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you could link your Twitch to your Discord, so every time you stream, it shows like a little icon that you're streaming.
That's the thing I did. Exactly.
Yeah, if you're in Biz, it just decides no, we're not doing that. Yeah.
That's okay. That's fun. That's very fun. That's very fun. Thank you, Discord.
What's up with the motto though?
What?
What's up with the motto? Weren't you gonna have it on screen?
What do you mean?
Like
What the wait, what the hell? Oh, because I didn't set it up there. God damn it. I forgot to
Oh, you didn't.
copy paste. There we go. There we freaking go.
This is typical stuff.
Oh my god.
This is typical stuff.
It's
I get so
fine.
you've learned from the masters of the scuffness.
No, so here's the thing. I had already set it up. I just didn't set it up in the rest of the scenes. That
Oh, I see.
that's what happened. Dude, I spent like two d- two 2 days setting up the scenes and I completely forgot about the model. I'm realizing I'm also using the
No, actually,
yeah.
this looks quite nice. Actually, this doesn't. This looks quite nice. It fits really nicely, actually.
Do you know what? Hold up a minute. Let me go back to the starting soon.
I really like the way the model turned out. I really like it.
Here's the thing, that's the old one. That's not the current one.
Even the old one, it still looks quite nice.
It, yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna for today. I'm just gonna keep it as
Fits really
is.
nicely. Yeah.
And the only reason I'm gonna keep it as is because I really should finish this because I promised that I would do this like a year ago, and I still haven't done any of them, because I promised this to multiple people. So yeah, that who was it? The person who was like instructing me in SketchUp, the one who's like quote unquote my supervisor, but not really. He's just a coworker. So I'm doing this specifically for him because he loves German Shepherds.
I see. I see.
He's the veteran out.
What is it exactly? Is it like a cyber model of a German Shepherd, or like what is it?
It's more like I'm just taking the German Shepherd and turning it into a mech.
I see. I see.
Like another coworker asked me for a correction. They didn't ask me. It's more like I made questions, and my and let's just call him Pablunsky for now. Uh, like it's a play on words on his actual name, but I'm
Popular.
nah, I'm just gonna call him Pablunsky and just deal with it. I don't wanna dox him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this dude was he got noisy. Correction, nosy, noisy, whatever. He
Nosy. Yeah. Nosy.
yeah, that's it.
Like curious. A curious Joey.
Ac- actually, hold up. Let me close the windows. Why do they do this?
Yeah, that's another thing. Like almost remake it so that you have actually in-house image drawing instead of the specific app. So like you have a higher probability of doxing yourself.
Wait, give me a second because I cannot hear you.
Sure.
So the day I decided to start streaming is the day the neighbors are like, yeah, let's go and pass the lawnmower.
Well, you can't hear on stream. Oh well, actually, I muted it, so I wouldn't hear your voice. So there's no pressure. Actually.
I mean, the model isn't catching, isn't reacting to the noise, so I suppose it's not a.
You're streaming on it as well, so you have to wait until it's actually streamed.
Yeah, but no, like it's loud. I have to close the windows just to like not deal with it. But yeah, so
Which planet is that core? That's fun. There's like 50 different chords that go through the damn tablet. I'm trying to figure out which one I'm missing.
hmm. Yeah, and now I'm not sure if the model is picking up your voice or is it's just my voice.
That's a good question. No, it shouldn't pick up my voice.
I'm
It shouldn't.
hopefully it's not.
I don't think it should, but I'm a little rusty on the shooting side, so.
Anyhow, the important thing is that I finally started and I'm actually doing what I wanted to do.
Oh yeah.
It's that simple. That
Just keep in mind, like, we would go over some more of the more technical stuff on like after stream.
after
Uh,
stream.
but you have things set up in such a way where doxing yourself is really easy.
What do you mean?
So you have it set so it shows your entire screen.
Yeah, but
So
it's
the specific app that you're using. So if like something pops up that just so happens to have like your address on it or your name or something, it's gonna show on stream.
So that's the thing. I don't use my actual name on most of my stuff.
Hmm.
So like Amazon, I changed my name to Rexorim.
I see. I see.
And here's the thing: the email that I use doesn't have my name. I do have a personal email with my name, but I rarely use it. And it's more for like private stuff.
Yeah.
So like it's not like I'm actually gonna dox myself. Like the one that
Okay,
I'm
that's good.
yeah, so like and that's the thing, like that's the whole reason why I set up everything the way that I did. So like my name is nowhere to be seen. You're either gonna
Got you.
you're either gonna see Rexrim or Rodrigo, because that was the placeholder.
Actually, let me see something. I just realized you may be doing something funny.
Hmm.
Let me see.
You know what? I think this leg is fine as it is. Right then. The thing is, can I even copy it to the other? No, it actually cannot be copied there. That's completely different.
Okay, you're doing a funny thing right now. You want to enable the audio on your desktop because they can't hear me and it just sounds like you're talking to yourself.
That. Okay.
Yeah, you just sound like a schizo right now.
Yeah, I forgot about that. You know what? I actually don't care.
That's funny.
Here's the thing, I sound much more natural now.
Yeah, because you're not like talking to yourself. It's a robot. It's something you have to like really get used to.
Yeah, I started and I was like, what do I do now? I was literally like 25 minutes in the starting soon screen. I was like, how do I even start? And then I just like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just, we ball. We start. I don't care anymore.
Yeah,
I don't care how it turns
yeah.
out.
By the way, do you have your stuff on just chatting? This is kind of art. If you put yourself on the art section, it'll attract a lot of skibidi people. I've noticed I get the most traction on either Yu-Gi-Oh or the art section, unironically. A lot of art
Yeah.
people come over.
Yeah, you did mention that. Here's the thing though, I've been talking to someone specifically and they were like, I recommend you start on chatting just to get the feeling and later on like
Mm-hmm.
move to the stuff that you want to work on. But yeah, I was legit struggling until you just got here.
I could kind of tell when I was chatting. I was like, yeah, she's just barely trying to keep a conversation. It was funny.
I'm not a social person by nature. Hell, I was here's okay, here's the thing, like, and this is a bit of stuff that we talked about, the things that I don't like. um Damn, I'm not even sure if I even want to say the word.
Go for it.
Religion.
Ah, I see.
So I'm forced to be there, and the
Right.
thing is like it's not even an option, and I'm forced to actually be social with these people, and this is when I was much younger. They all hated me, all of them, all of the other kids that were relatively close to my age or slightly older. They all hated me, every single one of them. So like they purposely distanced themselves from me. And now as an adult, oh, I'm supposed to bygones be bygones? No. It's like, oh, you're like actually like uh actually comfortable with me, feeling to get into a conversation. Like, no, that time has passed. Like,
I mean, at the same time, right?
I
You're
know
just
I'm
saying this is from when you were young, right? Like people grow up.
but
Feel me?
here's the okay, here's the thing. This didn't just stop as kids. This went up to teen after. This happened only after I was an adult. They were like, yeah, like you're cool. Where the hell was the care? For here's the thing, even the big kids, they were like, yeah, you're small, you're weak, who gives a shit about you? It's like, what the fuck, you're almost an adult. That's the thing, they were almost adults, some of them, not all of them. The ones that were in my community, they are somewhat close to my age range. Some are younger, some are older, some have my same age. But the fact that the older kids were like, yeah, we don't give a shit about you, is like, what the hell? And now as an adult, I'm supposed to be like, bygones be bygones? Like, no. It's like, you put your boundary, and now that I put my walls up, you're like, no, tear them down because we want to talk to you. Like, no, that time has already passed. You had your chance. You had your chance. And back then, I was not obligated to socialize with you. I was the one who tried to reach out. Now I'm being obligated to. So I was like, nah, I'm just cutting my ties with you. It's that simple. Like, you had your chance. But apparently, because I don't want to socialize with you, now somehow I'm the villain? Nah. I don't have to take that shit from anyone. Not even my parents. It's that simple.
Yeah, no, that's real.
And I don't mean this in the worst way possible, but like, you had your chance. I'm not gonna be labeled a villain just because I'm not giving you what you want. And if I do become a villain, you're the one who labeled me because of your own whatever. It's that simple. And there's one other thing that I was like, you know what? It is what it is. I'm not gonna what's the word? Worry too much about it. You're I'm gonna be the villain in most people's stories. I'm just gonna be the hero of my story, and that's it. Because at the end of the day, people are gonna label you the way they want. So I'm just here living my life. And that's how it's gonna be. They can label me whatever they want. They can be disappointed in me however they want to be. I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do. It's that simple. It's not being immature. It's them not realizing that they already caused the damage, and then they expect me to reciprocate their feelings. I'm not gonna do that. It's almost the same as if they throw the first stone, then went to the teacher, and they're like, he doesn't wanna play with us.
Yeah, I know what.
It's like, yeah, no shit, you caused this. So it is what it is. I'm just gonna do whatever I'm gonna do with my life. They're gonna do whatever they wanna do with theirs. Alright then, so this is... And I'm just gonna cut the conversation there because I don't want this to turn into...
Yeah.
But yeah, this actually looking not that bad. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually liking how the leg is turning out. Let's see. Now I wonder, can I actually hold up a minute? Yeah, there is a joint there and it's not fully showing it. I should try to look for another image, perhaps. Nah, I'm just gonna leave it as is for now. We don't need anything to... It doesn't have to be a one-to-one. And that's not even what I'm looking for from the very start. Alright, let's just control join. 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 Okay, that one for obvious reasons was not gonna join. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Okay. Explode that. Actually, hold up. You know what? Yeah, I think that's what I'm looking for. Alright. Slightly outward. Center. That should do. Ah, that's perfect. That actually works. Can trim all of that. And there we go. There we go. That's exactly how it should be. Alright, other than that, if I'm right in all of this, I could go to the cricket. Oh, that was not supposed to happen.
Set up properly?
What?
Do you have the cricket set up properly?
I did spend a bit of a time setting up the webcam specifically for that. Oh wait a minute, I do have to change its position though. It's fine. But I mean, like, we're still gonna be here a while until I figure the whole body. Like, okay, so the way that I'm designing this is just like torso, legs, neck, the head, tail. Like, I don't have to design the whole spine. Like the skeletal structure is more of a base for what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, there's no need to go a one-to-one and design every piece of hair and stuff. That's not necessary. The ears could be a little bit tricky though. Like, the only thing here that could be a problem is the head. That's the only thing that could, like, give me a bit of trouble. Other than that, I think this is fine as is. Alright, let's see if I'm right though. If I copy this, move it here, and I just rotate it there. Okay, that's not bad. Now then, if we move this one over here, bruh, we pretty much have it. This is pretty much okay as is, except, hold up. And that's the reason I needed two of these. It doesn't stop there. This one goes almost over there. Okay, it's a little bit of a change. You know what? Sure. And now I'm thinking that the joint should be a little bit outward now. Hold up. Give me the center. Slightly more there. Oh, that's actually almost perfect. Exactly, that's the other joint there. Goes like that, then goes like that. There's the joint. It protrudes almost all the way there. Okay, so that's what's missing here. is it missing here as well? Kinda, but not completely. Okay, it's not as egregious as I thought it was gonna be. But this actually does have to move slightly. Okay, we're somewhat okay. Okay. That's a bit of an issue. There's that tangent. And it still protrudes a little bit. Alright, that should... I can actually see this still giving a bit of a problem. The backlets... Actually, hold up a minute. I just realized. Where the heck is it? It's not that one. Oh, it just switched to that. Okay, wait. What? Wait, why are there two? Hold up. That's not it. Oh, wait a minute. What? Is it what I think? Oh, never mind. Oh, that's why. Okay, I see what happened there. Oh, there we go. Found it. So copy, and I can just paste it there. Okay, there we go. Let's move this a little bit. Okay, yeah, that kind of looks horrendous. Oh well, I'll just make another model for that later. Actually, you know what? Screw it. It is what it is. Actually, nah. Nah, this is my stream. This is my stream.
What?
I forgot what the name was. The Fujitech thing. I made one for the group. But my model is like way too small in comparison to yours. Because of the way it was designed.
That's funny.
I'm like, nah, this is my stream. This is my time.
Wow, I see how it is.
I mean, I never made a chibi or anything like that, so it is what it is. Hold up a minute. Okay, this needs to change slightly there. Not sure if this is the correct size. Alright, let's leave this somewhat there. Okay, there we go. That should be enough. Okay, then that should be enough for now. Alright. Let's see how much I can actually duplicate from this. Nope. Hold up. Not yet. There we go. Now this should work. Alright, so that's that. What the? Must have touched another key. Okay, so it's not 100% there. Alright, you know what? Let's change its position to over here. This is probably a mistake. You know what? Let me leave a guide there and then just move the rest and see how it works. Really didn't do that much of a difference. It's fine. Actually, I should change it. Okay, this part here, it's fine as is. This piece needs to change. That looks horrendous, but this is still gonna work. Actually, no, I should look for another image. Google frick. German Shepherd. Anatomy. Sitting position. Yeah, it's not giving me exactly what I want. Let me see if I can just... No, this is not what I'm looking for. Let me see, is this from the... Yeah, it's from the same page I already got the other one. Need to close the ground. Let's see. Not 100% what I'm looking for. No, none of these are giving me what I'm looking for. Oh, wait a minute, is that the... Oh my god, what was the name of that part? Shoulder blades? Those are the shoulder blades? And that image just looks horrendous. It's not showing me anything that I need. Sitting position. Anatomy. Let's see if it gets me anything. Nope. Actually, this should be somewhat close. Okay, that's probably gonna give me in trouble if I download it. Is that... No, where is it? Come on, there should be one image I can use as reference. Huh. Oh, damn it. Stop doing that. You know what? It is what it is. Let's see. So that goes like that. That goes like that. Okay, maybe I can make this work regardless. Doesn't have to be a one-to-one, but I do need this to work. Actually, this should... Okay, there we go. That's more or less. So like, I can just use this for the rest. This doesn't need to change. Actually. You know what? Just look for anatomy and that's it. That's all I'm gonna have to look for. Let's see if I can just get one clean image that gets me everything that I need. Oh, wait a minute. Is that how they're... It just gives me the one pose. Okay, it's fine. If I'm not gonna find anything else, it is what it is. Alright then. There we go. That should quote unquote do it. We don't need this to be one-to-one. That should... Okay, if I go like that... Remember, there's another joint there that's actually important, and I know they're gonna like it. Alright, I can... Here's the thing though, I can actually use this as a base for the rest. Not a one-to-one. Yeah, that doesn't look completely right. Alright, turn off the image for a sec. Okay, I can just... Getting rid of that one was probably not the best move. It'll work regardless. Okay, there we go. That should do it. Alright then. Nice, there we go. So we got the base of the head. Partial part of the neck. Not quite. Alright then, let's make one more change and this should do it. Okay, that looks much better. Alright, that should do it. For that specific side. Going a little bit... Actually, okay, I see what's going on. There. And... Nope. Come on, give me the tangent. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so that's the head, for now at least. I can work on the rest slightly later. Not sure if this is the best way to go about it. Okay. The joints. Let's see. Crotch section. I'm still getting the feeling that this is a joint here as well. Without a proper image, I can't tell. Let's see. Cowler vertebrae? Okay, so this is gonna have to be a separate joint altogether. Alright, then let's move this there. That should do it. Let's be honest, this is probably gonna turn out horrendously at first, but it should work regardless. So that's there, and from this point, alright, from this point forward, it's gonna be, let's see if this works. Okay, that might actually just do it. Alright, mirror that line. Move this here. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's not bad. Alright, moving that there. And moving this one slightly over there. You know what? Yeah, this should indeed work. Yeah, this works perfectly. Alright, then let's do this. Moving this slightly there, that should work. Alright then, let's see. Alright then. Ow. Alright then. What the hell was that?
What?
What was that sound effect? Huh?
What are you talking about?
I heard a weird sound effect.
Let me pop into your stream real quick.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was from the stream, but I have no idea. That's weird.
I mean, I popped into the stream. I didn't hear anything via stream, but again, your desktop audio is turned off, so.
What? No, it isn't. It's turned on.
It's turned on. Oh. I didn't hear anything.
Okay, then, that's weird. That shouldn't have happened.
Oh, unless. Might be it. Could be storage.
Unless I
Yeah, it's because you gotta follow. That's what it was. Yep.
Wait, what? Seriously? And I didn't get to notice? Okay,
So no, you have to set up the notice. It's not natural to Twitch. They do set that up.
yeah, that's the thing. I did set it up.
Yeah. What bots do you have? Do you have stream alarms?
No, what the heck? I set up alerts and everything. Like, why is it not working? Ah, for crying out loud.
But what bots do you have to set that up?
I set up the, what was it again? The Nightbird, I think it was.
Nightbird. I've never even heard of that one.
Yeah, that's weird. I didn't get a... It didn't show for some reason. It's fine. Actually, how can I even check who followed? Damn it. Come on, I set this up. Why is it not... Why is none of it working now? Ah!
You need to learn how to use stream elements. Lol.
God damn it, I can't even give a proper thank you. That's annoying. I mean, I already knew there was gonna be scuff. It's fine.
Yeah. This is always fun.
It is what it is. I'm not gonna... I'm just gonna keep moving forward and that's it.
Yeah, you don't really have a choice.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you don't really have a choice.
It is what it is. Alright, so that's one singular joint. Wait, what the heck? When did this move? Okay, it doesn't matter. I can just move this here. This should give me a tangent. That's intersection, not what I'm looking for. Okay, let me just turn this shit off for a moment. It's looking horrible. Intersection. There we go, tangent. What the hell? That looks horrible. Why is that a tangent? It doesn't continue the line correctly. What the hell? Okay, that one's better. Turn the image back on. I'm starting to think this is not the correct section for this. I mean, the design is gonna be tweaked regardless. It's just gonna probably look malnourished until I fix everything else. as fine as is, I guess. This section perhaps isn't. Alright, let's see how this turns out. Move it there. You know what? Sure, that works. Yeah, that works. Alright. Those parts are joined. That's joined. This section here should change a little bit. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, unfortunately this one does have to change a little bit. There we go. Now then, this is the one part I'm actually worried about. Alright, we have a guide there. Now I just need to check out the mobility, how well this actually works. We don't... Nope, not that one. Alright, from this point, from that center point... I was afraid of that. I was afraid of that. Actually, no. This could still work if I make it hollow up to a certain point. If I could just... No, that's not fully correct. Let me see something else. Can I get like the one good anatomy image? Come on. This ones don't work. Actually, hold up. Skeleton anatomy. Let's see if it gets me something else. Not quite. Nah, it's basically more of the same of what I've already seen. Let me see. Hold up. Okay, never mind. This one actually looks much better. Let me just save it. What the heck? No. Papercraft. Paplunski. Alright, there we go. Okay then, let's add another image. Ah, frick. How do I mirror this again? Oh. Wait a minute. Could this actually... Oh, it actually did work. Perfect. Nice. Alright, that actually worked perfectly. Alright, change object layer. And because I did so, I cannot move it. It's fine. Oof, that's annoying as all hell. You know what, since it's... Hold up, no, let me go back. Oh. Okay, you know what, select all of that. Change object to layer. There we go. Exactly, that's in the correct layer now. Since this has already been designed in that specific unit, layer correction. Let's see something else. You know what? I think it's almost halfway through. No! Why did it do it? Oh, that's right. There we go. Now then, let's see something else. Nah, it's fine. It is how it is. You know what? I think we're halfway through. Let's see.
Me when I'm halfway through.
God damn it, I swear. I just need that specific curve right there. Alright, this is gonna be dividing at least this section here. Not gonna work all the way there. If this gets me... There we go, that's the other tangent. Okay then. Let's see. Okay. Okay, that looks better. Oh yeah, it was a good idea changing the line the way that I did, or rather making that custom line. So from this point forward, there should be no problems. We can now start adding the rest of the torso. Alright, let's... It's not gonna be perfect, but... The neck almost... No, so the neck it's there, the rest of that is either skin or fur. it's now. Okay, there we go. Alright, getting rid of that. This is gonna be like that for the time being. Yeah, I can see the change with this. Oh, I can already see the delay. It's like egregious.
That's kind of normal though.
It's fine. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I cannot use that image anymore. It's... Okay. Wait a minute, I can just do multiple layers here. That's fine. You know what? This one goes to layer 2. Change object to layer. Change object to layer. No. For crying out loud. There we go. I can just turn this one off. I can just move this one here instead. Okay, this image still doesn't help me. Alright, just lock it. So it goes slightly down. Okay then, not too bad. And just switch between them. You know what? Yeah, let's try and at least have them connected to the bones. The rest of the joints as they should be, something like that. Alright, turn that one off. Hold up. What? Yeah, sure, there we go. What the heck was this? Oh, that was the... Okay, never mind. It is what it is. I can get rid of that one. This one I could potentially use. Yeah, I can use this. Move this slightly downwards. Or... There, that's much better. Moving all the way there. You know what? Yeah, this doesn't look good at all. Move that there. You know what? Close enough. And here's when I can add the new joint for the torso, which is like way too small. Alright, let's see if 6 millimeters, really? This is already 4. Alright, 6 millimeters. Not even close. You know what? I think I have a good base here. Yeah, the rest of that is fur. I'm just gonna ignore the rest of that. The main body, at least it's fine. You know what? Sure. Yeah, this works. Just kind of leave it like that. Actually, why am I even looking for that when there's a much better... Hold up. Let's see. Oh, for crying out loud, why didn't I do this before? That's an actual Zoid? Holy shit. Oh yeah, you can tell this is actually a very old model. Okay, where does this debuted though? Weapons, equipment, It's even based on a German Shepherd. This is epic. Let me see. Command Wolf. Let's see. No. Helixoid. Oh damn, that is old. That's ancient. Okay, from where is it? Media. Ah, it's only on video games. Damn it. Models. I can already see that. Gyropsoids? Oh my god. That is ancient. No, that's not what I wanted. Full size in. Oh my god, this looks bad. That's really bad quality, for fuck's sake. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to save it as is. Alright, make a new layer, and there really isn't much I can do about it. What the? Refresh, I guess. What? Hold up. Supported. Oh, it's not supported? No way. No way it's not. None of these? Really? None of them? Oh, because of web page. Wait, I can just do this. Hound soldier. Images. Yeah, that one doesn't work as a cat. This looks better, but I can still tell it's a very old model. Interesting that that's a choice. That's an option. Interesting. Let's see. I see the pegs. All right. This is still horrible quality. Can I just get like one good image? Just one good image. Save. Okay, this is much better. It's a JPEG. Perfect, that's what I was looking for. Much better. Perfect. Exactly. So these are actually supposed to be joints. Oh god, you can actually tell this is old. Oh my god, you can even see all of the seams. Damn, that's old. This had to have been 3D printed. No, it's not 3D printed. I can already... You can even see the nub marks. Oh my god, that's a horrible nub mark. Seam. Oh my god, you can see so much of the... That try kinda looks... What? Wait, what? Wait. Is it supposed to be simulating that it's... Huh. Exhaust port. I'm assuming that's a type of cannon. What is with the eyes? They didn't even try here. That looks horrible.
I might head out. I need to focus really quick.
That's fine.
Alrighty, I'll see.
Take care. Let me see if I can find a better image. Interesting that it's designed that way. Unless I can find something better. Wait a minute. Isn't this... Oh, this is from the... Okay, I see. 404 not found, it's fine. Oh my god, I almost forgot about this one. Damn, I love that show. Command Wolf. Wait, what? This is not even a model kit. Oh, but this one is. That one is a model kit. That thing has to be immensely big. What is the scale of this thing? Yeah, I'm not seeing a scale for this thing. It's fine. It was Zoid's Generation 0, right? Had to be that one. Other than that... So this one's a command no, hound soldier, was it? Yeah, this is a hound soldier. Alright, then let's see. Gotta be something else that I'm missing. Okay, that's fine as is. We don't need that line anymore. We don't need this line anymore either. But this is gonna have to change. Oh. Never mind, that's fine. It is what it is. Let's see, am I missing anything else here? No, I think it's done like... Actually, hold up. Turn that one off. So there's supposed to be at least one other joint there. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I see what's going on here. But mine isn't going to be anywhere near as perfect. It just somehow grazes those lines. Let's see. Okay. This is what we're gonna do. Right there. Okay, not fully there yet, but it's close enough. You know what? I think doing it like this. Yeah, at this point that should be enough. I'm not gonna tinker too much with this anymore. Actually, I should tinker with it a little bit more. God damn it. I'm not too sure about it, but they don't have that much mobility in certain areas. They should be able to go up and down. This should also go up and down slightly, so yeah, I do have to make changes here. The grand majority of this is skin, muscles, and potentially fur. I just gotta make it thick enough to resemble that. Or at least someone close to it. What am I doing this actually? You know what? Sure. Get rid of these ones. And I think that's it for now, perhaps? No. So this is shorter than this. This is actually longer. This. So this is shorter than this. Oh. Interesting. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the original one that's from here. Right? Yeah, that's the one from there. This one here. I'm starting to think that this is wrong. It's not perfectly aligned with the joints. But this is close enough. This is the shoulder blade, I'm assuming. What? What's with that noise again? Oh well, it is what it is. Hold up a minute. Oh, Annie, welcome to the God damn it, I messed that up already. Welcome to the crafting space. Feel free to join, chat. Goddamn words. Can I just get a few words out today? Glad to see you around. And feel free to just. It's the following notification. Yeah, I forgot I changed the. I was tinkering with that for a while and I just completely forgot what it was. How you doing, Blossom? I hope you're doing very good today. So today I am working on the for crying out loud words. So I am working on a mecha German Shepherd for a coworker of mine, and so this is what we're doing today. I think I am somewhat halfway through. Yeah, I have never worked on this before. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm kinda lost. But the fact that I was able to get this far, it's enough. It's not gonna look good right out of the gates, but I'm not expecting it to be that way either. It's not gonna. Okay, that is. Not completely what I was looking for, but not too bad either. The joint, let's see. You know what? Sure, I could make a little bit of an adjustment here. Let's see. Yeah, and for what I'm doing, this isn't like the best quality image either. So it is what it is. This is probably the closest I'm gonna have to an actual reference. But this is not gonna be... Oh, I see what they did here. I see what they did there. Wait a minute. Oh my god, that doesn't even have mobility there. This is ancient. Those are the only points of mobility? You're gotta be shitting me. Ain't no way. There's no way. That's all the mobility this thing has. Oh my god, this is ancient. This is even older than I thought it was. The mouth doesn't even open and close. Oh my god, this is old. This is ancient. How old is this thing? Let's see. When did this first thing came out? Models. Can this just give me the date? $1989? That's how old this thing is? Wait, 19... Wait. That's when it was first released up until 1990. Yeah, this thing is old. You know what? That's actually not that far off. I mean, it is based on the German Shepherd, which makes it perfect for what I'm doing. Alright, moved. No, there we go. Select that control point. Move there. Okay, I see what's happening here and what I'm gonna have to do. Oh, I'm gonna have to make that joint smaller again. Wait. So if this section is this section, so there's supposed to be a joint here that this kit doesn't have. Wait, what? No way. You're telling me this is the connection point? No, there's no way that's a connect. No, that's the joint. Why the heck is that all the way there? What? You know what? I'm not even gonna wreck my head around it anymore. So this is a joint. This is a joint. This is a joint. So this joint is this joint. This joint is this one here. No, it's that one here. And this one should be this joint here. What? interesting that that's how it's... Alright, let's see. Maybe I can move this over here. And maybe I can do one other thing that I didn't notice at first. Interesting that it gave me a line like that, but... Alright, that's joined correctly. Alright, this is now joined. I wonder, could I give it multiple joints though? And I'm starting to think that this is not as it should be. Yeah, this is not as it should be. So that way it could go up and down, but that still doesn't look right. Actually, no, yeah, I do need to change most of this. It's fine. Move that one there. Move that one there. I think this is better. No, it's not. Or, you know what? Yeah, we're leaving it like that. That's how it's gonna be. Alright, then what else can I add to it? I mean, this is gonna go through multiple changes here and there. Let's see, what else can we do here? That's what's going on there. Let's see if I... No, wrong image. Okay. Ah, that already gets me a bit of a leg up here. Alright, let's see if this... No, over there. Let's put it somewhere here. That's an intersection. There's the tangent. Alright, this isn't as egregious as I first thought. And if I'm correct, okay, not 100% where I wanted it, but this still works. I have the suspicion this is not... Yeah, it's not straight completely. Alright. Wrong image again. This one is more inward. Then again, it's not looking straight. So that's the other thing as well. This is gonna change regardless. That should have not been the first image I based this off of. I should unlock this. Scale it to more or less this size. And lock the letter again. Let's move this outside for now since we're not going to use it. Let's try to get those joints into place. I'm already seeing a problem. Alright, let's see just how bad of a problem this is. Okay. That's somewhat okay. Alright, not too bad at all. I'm already seeing I'm gonna have to make a change there. It's fine. Okay, I'm actually not that far off. Okay, never mind. I am far off. Slightly. But this is looking... wait, what? No, that's not what I wanted. For Christ's sake. Like, they should have just rotated. That's what I was looking for. It didn't rotate. I accidentally moved it. Okay, that's what happened. But I'm not that far off either. Okay, let's see. Okay, if I scale it down one more time, what's gonna happen? Oh, so that's how it's duplicated? Moving over there. There's a curve here. Okay. But I'm not far off. Okay, this is where the egregious stuff happens. Alright, let's do something else here. Default 2. Let's okay, this isn't too bad, I guess. Oh, what? Why is that selected? Never mind. Alright. Moving that there. Okay, I see how we're doing. Alright, and that exactly that's not gonna get selected because it's locked. There is a bit of a that joint should change. I'm gonna have to change the position of the joint. Okay, but this is not bad. This is not bad at all. This isn't too bad. Like, this is manageable. Copy here. Wait, what? You know what? Sure, fine. Okay, maybe I do have to scale it one more time. Actually. Scale it a little bit more. Ugh, that's not what I wanted. It's not on point. This is where the joint is supposed to be. This needs to change slightly more. But this is fine. It's not that bad. Oh, wait a minute. Ah. So I could make something else for this part instead. It's not. You know what? I think this is probably. Alright, lock that layer. Actually, how would this look in blue? Nah, it matches way too much with that. Nah, I'm gonna leave it as this. I always did have the assumption that this was not in the correct space. But the fact that I'm not that far off. I'm not that far off, actually. Alright, this should go somewhat there. This should go Really? So I'm actually quite spot on. And this is where I get humbled. So I'm not 100% there. Alright, rotate there. Yeah, not quite there yet. How did I forget about this little trick? Let's see. Rotate there. And now I can just move it back here. There we go. It's not the best, not the worst. This I think is the biggest offender right now. The moment I scaled it, everything moved drastically. I'm almost certain that this is another joint. Oh, wait a minute. So this is supposed to be the shoulder blade? Yeah, this is supposed to be the shoulder blade. And if I'm correct... it doesn't have to be a one-to-one. I just need this to be close enough. And if I... also, this isn't 100%... okay, I see. So I'm just gonna have to figure it out regardless. However, this does give the opportunity for me to do that line right there. Doesn't look quite natural, but it doesn't have to be 100%. You know what? This looks good. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. Let's see. Okay, one more change here. There we go. You know what? I lied. I'm gonna have to... there. Alright. Let's see. And yeah, I am gonna have to change this a little bit more. Yeah, this works. This works. Perfect. This joint though, it's still... let's see. Let's see what else I can do here. I think this is enough for that joint. I'll figure something else later. Let's see if I can find a tangent here for this one. Oh, there. That's the tangent? Alright, so then I guess that works. But I'm not convinced by it. No. Come on, just give me the tangent. Intersect. There we go. Now, the problem is whether this is going to... Oh, it's gonna collapse 100%. I can already tell. This is not gonna work. Yeah, that doesn't look good there, and that doesn't look good there at all. This is yeah, this, I have to change this. I have to change this. This is gonna have to go slightly upwards, or actually no, that doesn't have to go upwards. This has to go down slightly. And hopefully it still collides. That still collides. Actually, hold up a minute. Let me see something. Maybe it doesn't need to... Maybe I don't have to change it too much. I'm just gonna leave that as is. Rotate. How am I gonna deal with that joint? Because I know they don't have... Oh, wait a minute. It goes down. I'm not looking for hyper realistic, but maybe if I do it somewhat, it could change. Okay, this not perfect, but not okay. Let me just join this then. Joined. Alright, that's it. That's how it's gonna be. That is how it's gonna be. And this needs to write a new tangent. There we go. Alright. Let's see. Alright, let's turn off the image. This doesn't look that bad. But this still doesn't look 100% good either. Especially this joint. If I try to make this sit down, it's not gonna look good. Metatarsal? Metatarsal bones. Tarsal bones. Tibia. Digits? Hip bone. Okay, so that's the hip bone. Let's see. There's gotta be something else that I'm not seeing that I can do here. Okay, that's one thing I'm missing. Do you know what? Sure, it's gonna be curved regardless. So let's leave that there. This, on the other hand, should change slightly there. I don't want this to be a one-to-one either. It's not supposed to be a one-to-one. Alright, that should do it. This thing is still throwing me off. Let's see. Alright, Control S. I'm gonna save this for now. I'm gonna be... You know what? I'm gonna take a little break. I'll be right back. Alright then, we're back in action. Okay, I think I'm gonna edit this a little bit more and then I'm just gonna end stream. I think this is a somewhat of a good point to end stream. Alright, let's put the joint there. Okay, I do need to check one thing. Okay, everything is in the exact same height. So this is the perspective. So nothing is going to any other. Okay, that's perfect. I see there and there. So in theory, I could just go like this, and this one here could go like that. Yeah, I think that works fine. This one on the other hand, okay, one step at a time. Let's go like that. No, where's the tangent? Okay, it's not gonna work like that. 10, but it's not the object tangent I'm looking for. Okay, let me just turn this thing off. It's killing my vision. Okay, let's see. Come on, give me the tangent. No! Come on. Where is it? Why is it giving me a knot? That's the... No, absolutely not. There we go. Much better. I am seeing a bit of a problem here. Alright. I guess I can make the joint bigger. Oh, wait a minute. I'm already seeing another issue here. You know what? Screw it. Make this one slightly bigger. Okay, look for the tangent one last time. It's not the best up there. Let's go. Come on. It's near, but not what I'm looking for. It's still giving me the centerpiece. It's not giving me the tangent I'm looking for. Oh my god, can you just give me the tangent? Okay, it's not. Get rid of the center. Get rid of near. Let's see if there's something else that I'm missing. No. Alright. This should work now. Oh, you're kidding me. What? No, I refuse to believe that's the fine. No, I refuse. That's not the tangent. Intersection near. Finally, there we go. I can turn all the other one back on. Hopefully this one doesn't give me as much. It's gonna do the same, isn't it? Oh, what the heck just happened? Alright, let's see. Yeah, it's not gonna give me what I want. Just gonna have to do it by eye then. Fine. Close enough, but not where I want it. Okay, there's a good chance that at this point, let's see. That's it. I'm not gonna move this anymore. That's it. That's correct. And oh, that's funny. I was doing that the whole time. Let's see. Am I missing something else? I think not. You know what? I think this is fine as is for now. And we'll work on this another day. Alright then, everybody take care, have a good night, and I'll see you, when was it again? I'll see you all on Wednesday. And take care, bye.